Hi, we're in Toronto.
It is our home base, so this is going to be a little bit different.
So we're doing a bit of a tour around Toronto and Ontario/Quebec because my parents are visiting for the summer. We decided to do a bit of a touristy thing, take them around Toronto.
Yeah, if you've seen them in our previous videos when we visited Poland, we did the road trip with them and a few walk around Warsaw. Yeah, so since they're going to be here for a while and going to be going downtown Toronto time to time, so we're not just going to do it in one shot. It is actually easier to going through the TTC, Toronto Transit. We decided to get a Presto card for them. Then we just load it up with cash.
So you can load it up when you're buying it. Each subway station there is a machine to load it up with cash. And it's pretty convenient.
You can use Uber. That would be the other convenient way of visiting Toronto.
Not as cheap as TTC.
Yeah. Yeah, so we just got off the subway station and we walk our way past Chinatown. Not the biggest in most city, and in Toronto most of the shops, restaurants and everything has moved to the outskirts. So the real Chinatown in Toronto would be Markham and Richmond Hill. And not far from Chinatown, we took a quick stroll through Kensington Market. The time that we went through there, it's like in the midday, so there's not a lot of things going on. But as you can see, there's still...
It's quite a colorful place. It's considered kind of an artsy, bohemian kind of area.
You see all the arts in the mural on the floor, and as you can see here, it's a nicely painted car with plants on it. I'm not sure if this is the original, but I think it was replaced. And they just want to keep the spirit of it, so they have this one on display now. And we arrive in Nathan Phillips Square, which is
the City of Toronto Town Hall is.
Right there, if you can see, that's basically what becomes skating rink in winter. But right now there's a water fountain. We did go in through what is called the Eaton Center. It's supposed to be also another landmark, but sadly it was under renovation.
Yeah, so you have a lot of scaffolding and...
Yeah, but you can still see the display of Canada geese. So north of the Eaton Center, or the exit on the north side of it, is where you'll see what is called Dundas Square, or other people would dub it the Times Square of Toronto. Hey, it's the closest we got for sure. It's the closest comparison, yes, but nothing like it.
Yeah, it's no.
Since we're going to be going around Toronto's attraction, I mean touristy stuff for sure, because we want to show it to
the tourists
that
came.
So the first place we went to is the City Cruise, So it is in the harbor front, since Toronto is on the lake shore, so it is nice to be able to see the city from
The water.
There are other ways of doing this. If you take the ferry to Toronto Island, so you get to see the Toronto skyline. Like, you must. I have to say, if you're visiting Toronto, I think you must go up the CN Tower. Now, you're not going to have the best view of CN Tower because you can't see CN Tower when you're on CN Tower. Either you're a Canadian or you're an international tourist, go at least once. We did went up there. It is renovated,
Yeah.
so it looks quite different than the last time I was there. Everything is brighter, it's whiter, so it is actually nice. We get to see all of our other places that we've lived in, the condo especially right next to the CN Tower, and all these other views. But I think they also have a filter on the window, so as soon as you get up close to it, you can see much better.
Because the elevator that takes you up has glass windows, and you basically have the full view when you're going up. And also, it has a glass floor. CN Tower also has a section of glass flooring, but when we were visiting, it was closed for renovation, so we couldn't show that piece to my parents.
So there's the main observation deck, but then there's the upper observation deck, which you pay an extra, what, $10 Canadian?
10 or 14,
Ooh.
actually.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
There's a little bit of difference in the angle, but to me, if it's $10 or $14 more, it's not worth it. They still have the old window, and it is mostly scratched up. So if you're trying to take a picture from some angle, you have to choose another pane. The main observation deck,
Yeah.
for sure. And right down next to the CN Tower is actually Ripley's Aquarium.
Actually, from the CN Tower, you can see the roof of the Ripley's Aquarium with shark silhouettes on the roof.
If you've been to those kind of aquarium, skip it.
Yeah.
But if you haven't been to these kind of aquarium before, it is an experience for sure. I don't know how well it's going to show up on the video here, but there's a lot of lighting work as well, so it showcased the creature really nicely. We went to see this lobster. I never knew that lobster are red when they're not cooked. I thought red lobster are only red when you cook them. They're a little bit darker with red spots when they're
Kind of
alive.
brownish, yeah.
Yeah.
Taking pictures in there is a bit of a challenge because it's pretty dimly lit, so the aquariums are lit up so you can see all the fishes.
But if you try to take a picture of yourself with the aquarium, most likely you're going to see the aquarium with a silhouette of yourself because of the backlight.
Yeah.
You have all these fishes. It's kind of like in a big cylinder. They're just going around and around, and they are different kind of fishes, small fishes, big fish. I got caught up in one section, but yeah, you can see it actually in multiple sections because it's a spiral stairs going down, and it is really nicely lit. You get to see all the fishes for sure.
And then you go through like smaller aquariums, larger aquariums. There was a glass wall, a bunch of stingrays, which was also fun.
Oh, they're beautiful though,
Yeah.
the stingrays. They're majestic for sure. They're huge ones and there are small ones. There's another one that's kind of like injured, so they don't have the full tail.
At one point, you'll get to a spot where you'll have a movator take you through glass tubes through a large aquarium. So that movator doesn't move very fast. It's kind of fast enough for you to have enough time to look all around you, and you'll see all the fish that they have in the large aquarium, like little sharks, big stingrays, all sorts of fish and turtles. It's really, really awesome to look at.
Turtles nice too. You get to see them, and they're like the one in Finding Nemo, but the real life version of it.
So you can step off of the movator because there is room enough there to step off, and whether you want to walk or you want to just spend some more time in a specific spot and look at the animals longer, you have space to do that.
But the fact that that stingray and shark just goes over your head,
It's really fun.
you know those meme in the Instagram or Instagram people like
Yeah, you can literally do that.
you'll be